For me, it truly is a passion. I absolutely love, breathe, eat, sleep hair. If you don't bother to start it. I have a lot of people that look at hair from the world of facial plastics as a stepchild. If you're looking at this as to get more business and get more money, please don't engage in it. You're doing a disservice to your patients, you're just doing a disservice to yourself. I talk about being in the blue flame. I just finished Jim Collins' book, and I'm going to have the pleasure of listening to this gentleman who only lectures 18 times a year in a 4-hour seminar for part of my EO next month. And Collins' new book is called How the Mighty Fall. And what that is not about being stagnant in your business, because we're all entrepreneurs in many respects and we all push. It's about going beyond your core competencies. And I think I did it with my spa. I don't know if I'm going to rein it in. But I think that a lot of what you need to do is reevaluate where not only your passion is, but where your core competencies are. And find out if you've got the right people on the bus for that. So just, if you read How the Mighty Fall, it's a great book, or even better yet, read his first two. Everyone's heard of them, Built to Last and Good to Great. Getting the right team. You know, when we do a rhinoplasty, it's all us, but the difference with hair is that truly it's a teamwork. You know, I'm about 30% of the equation. I like the expression I heard from a gentleman in Houston that says, like building a car. If you do a beautiful site design, recipient site creation, you do a wonderful donor harvest enclosure, but on the back end of that you've got a bad cutter and a bad placer, it's going to be terrible. In fact, what's interesting, I was talking to my staff and I said, oh, you know, this is one of my cutters, and she says, Dr. Lamb, I'm a dissection expert. You know, it's a way of ownership. You know, it's a way of taking ownership and pride in your work, and that shows. If you cook without love, you have bad food. You know, and that may sound foolish to the people that are left brain in here, but if people are a little bit more right brain, they get it. And the idea truly is connecting, and if you have no passion when you're making that blade in your hand, don't even bother to engage in hair restoration. The team, to get a team, I don't have any affiliation with Anagen, but I know that it's one of the corporations that help people that are coming in to at least work with you as assistants if you can't start up from scratch. And also a lot of dedication. Hair takes up a lot of my time. I have to keep up with all the reading, the journals. I go to all the meetings every year. Just got back from Amsterdam. You know, I'm part of the ISHRS, International Society of Hair Restoration Surgeons, and you've got to take that level of commitment. If you just say, well, I'm just going to go to my facial plastic worlds and throw a hair once in a while, you can't do that. It's like having an auto industry. You simply cannot just build an occasional car. It just doesn't work well, and you're doing a disservice to your patients. What that means is understanding when not to operate. And that's something that we always talk about in the face world, but do you guys know when not to operate on a hair patient? And a huge thing that I did was sit for the American Board of Hair Restoration Surgery, and I have no affiliation with them except I took it, and it really said, oh my God, scarring alopecias, don't touch it, lupus, discoid lupus, do you know at least when to refer it out? And a huge component is safety first, and always do the homework and research, because even I passed the facial plastic boards, this is truly a very esoteric field that you need to know on the front end who not to operate on and how to do it well. And you know, when I sit and I create my recipient sites, it's a work of love. When I'm done, I love looking at my work. It's absolutely fun. And so that's a huge component. Yes, a small plug, sorry guys for this little commercial involvement here, but I have a course coming up in November in St. Louis, and I'm very passionate about this. I think it's one of the only courses ever in the history of hair restoration that I'm going to actually walk you through and watch you make the sites, watch you do the hairline, watch you do the dissection on cadavers, and walk you through practically everything, and merging the worlds of the assistant and the surgeon. And the big thing for this is just practice. Just get out there and just keep doing it, and that's really, really important. So stay within your blue flame. Do what you love. Treat everything you do seriously. If this is a stepchild to your facial plastic surgery practice, by all means do not engage. Plan ahead, move forward with your life, and make sure that you have a forethought before you engage in anything. And a lot of that is going to be hiring the right people. The books that I talked about, Who, Ultimate Sales Machine, fantastic books, and Lead by Inspiration. Thank you.